congratulations on season 2. I mean, the first season, obviously, it drew a lot of comparisons to Squid Game. So what would you call the main inspirations for season 2?
Well, I've noticed that same thing, too, that people would say compared to Squid Games a lot. But obviously, with season 1, we first off, we didn't kill people. But second off, when I talk to a lot of the contestants we have in Beast Games, it's like the goal for us is to give them the time of their lives. Like in season 2, they were you able to watch the first 3 episodes?
Yes.
Yeah, so when they go in that city, it's a utopia. Everything is taken care of. They have unlimited food, they have unlimited service, they have everything they could ever want. And a lot of people, when I talk to the contestants after Beast Games, they're like, I made lifelong friends. It's like I haven't been out of my comfort zone like that in a very long time. And it's like, one of the greatest things that ever happened to them, because it showed they get stuck in their 9 to 5 after they graduate college, and it helped break up the minutia and make them think differently. And so I just don't even think the comparison makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just in terms of, I guess, having a lot of contestants at the start is probably...
Yes, we have a lot of contestants, and I wear a black suit. I guess we have those in common.
Yeah, it's like, please stop comparing me to Jigsaw. We're having fun over here.
Exactly.
Well, I would say one of the, I guess, influences this season has to be a little bit of Survivor, because we have Jeff Probst coming in. Talk to me a little bit about that and how just what that experience was.
Oh, it was amazing. And I'm so freaking excited I can talk about it, because we shot that, I don't know, like 5 months ago. And I haven't been able to tell anyone. I'm like under so many NDAs, so now we can finally talk about it. Yes, we did a freaking collab with Survivor, and Jeff Probst co-hosted an episode of Beast Games with me, and it was amazing. I think people are going to lose their minds when we see it. We, to even go further, we filmed on Survivor Island, and the Survivor crew built the sets for Beast Games for our episode. So it's the Survivor crew filmed it, the Survivor crew built the sets, and Jeff Probst co-hosted an episode of Beast Games with me. And I mean, it's awesome. I can't wait for people to watch it.
I mean, I think one of the things that makes this show so great and also impressive is, like, you do not certainly cut any corners. There is I feel no expense spared. There's so much that goes into this. What do you think, I guess, behind the scenes in season 2, maybe people wouldn't notice watching it, but it's like, you have no idea how much went into this factor.
Well, and that's why we're actually going to be dropping a lot of behind the scenes this year, because I said that to the team about season 1. I was like, people don't understand. Like, when I say we built the city and we show the contestants in the city, I think until people see like a time lapse and us actually building a city, I don't think they understand how hard that is. Like, you don't just snap and buildings just spawn. So yeah, I mean, I appreciate the kind words, and you hit it. Like, our goal is to make the greatest competition show possible, and the big thing is, since what we do isn't scripted, and a lot of shows say they're not scripted, but in my book, a lot of reality shows are scripted, because what they'll do, they'll have a camera person walk up and film you. Behind the camera is a story producer who's just like, hey, I need you to say these lines. Tell me about breakfast. Say it this way. Say it this way. You're kind of the villain. Can we get these lines? Okay, cool. Then they stop recording. Right now, they have 10 minutes of footage, and then that's what they make, to cut that person up and, show them. For us, we're just like, hey, there's a camera on you 24/7. Right, the 24/7, you be you, and we're just going to show the world who you are, and just keep that in mind. Now, the reason shows don't do that is, instead of 10 minutes of footage, you're now left with 24 hours of footage, which means, A, you have to have way more cameras. So that's why we hold the world records for most cameras ever used in a single production. We actually hold the world record like 4 separate times, because we keep using more in Beast Games. And then on top of that, now, instead of gigabytes of footage, you have petabytes of footage, because instead of 10 minutes, you have 2,000 minutes a day, or whatever it is. And so now I'm spending millions of extra dollars in camera, millions of extra dollars on camera people to man the cameras, millions of dollars on extra storage, and then millions of extra dollars on editors to shift through it. And all these downstream problems come from it, which is why no other reality show does it. But we do it not so I can say I spent this money, but because all that infrastructure and money allows us to just record. And so now I don't have to have a story producer tell them what to say or what to do in a certain window. I can just film everything, and then we just tell the story of what happened. And that's ultimately what I'm going for in Beast Games, and what I hope makes it feel different is the show is just a reflection of how people react in these situations we put them in.
Yes. I mean, to break it down even further, I think you've talked about this, like some of your biggest successes are in things that went wrong or failures. So is there anything from season one where you're like, we're not doing that again? And then reversely, what is something you were like, we definitely want to replicate that or amplify it in the next season?
Yeah, phenomenal question. The big thing, so I watched every review of anyone who like reviewed Beast Games. I literally watched the videos, took notes. I've read every review online. I've literally paid people to sit and watch Beast Games, and then I've stared at their face as they watch it. And so I've gotten more feedback than probably any human ever in history on a project, more than it's probably healthy for me. And the two things I definitely noticed again and again is when competing for the largest cash prize in history on the largest sets, you don't want the person to win because they got lucky. You want them to win because they earned it. You want them to win because they did things within their own control. And there's a little too much randomness, RNG, luck in season one. And so we really dialed that back because, after 7 hours of watching and all this time, you want to be like, that person, he or she earned that money. So that was a big one that I took to heart. The other is in season one, you get to know the contestants, but you don't get to know them until like episode 4 or 5. It takes a while to really dwindle the numbers down and understand like what motivates everyone. So that's why in season 2, as much as it pains me because I like to go bigger every time, instead of going 10,000 contestants, we did 200. Right, which really hurt because I don't normally go down; I always go up. And so now there's less people. You get to know them way earlier. We've put way more in the city shots, and we really just focus on showing who these people are. And because that was it. Like people love the sets, they love the giant cash prizes, they loved everything. They're just like, I want to know the contestants better, and I don't want things to be luck. And so we really took those to heart.
Do you see the show kind of having, I guess, like infinite seasons as long as you want to keep doing it? Kind of like, I guess Survivor is like 50 or something now. So like, what do you envision as the future of the show?
I mean, hey, send this to the Amazon execs. I'd love to do this every year. I mean, I don't see why not. I deeply enjoy it. I think just in general, I love competition shows, but I feel like a lot of them are just the same old, same old. They're the same things that were happening 10, 20 years ago. And so hopefully, this keeps going and it keeps inspiring other shows to innovate and something they can point to and go, hey, they did everything different and it's working, and spawns, a whole new genre of it. Like I grew up watching Deal or No Deal, watching Survivor, watching a lot of these shows. And it's just like, what are the next generation of those, right? Because I would love to consume more. So I hope we do 20 seasons of it. It's a yearly thing where families can get together and, watch people compete in the biggest sets with the highest stakes for the largest cash prize ever.
Yes. I mean, I have to say, talking to you, you're quite delightful. I'm curious what you think the biggest misconception about you is.
The biggest misconception about me? Thank you for actually asking real questions and not just being like, did you have fun?
Thank you.
But I would say the biggest misconception is I think people think what we do is a lot easier than it is. And I think it's partially how we show it. Like we show a city in Beast Games, and I don't think people truly understand, like we talked about before, how freaking hard it is to build a city, how freaking hard it is to build these sets, and and so I just think people think what we do is a lot easier than it is, and that's why I want to do more behind the scenes, because I don't blame them. We make it sometimes look easy, and I don't show people all the effort that goes into it, and I want to start showing them, like, I don't like. When I tell people that there are times where we have over 1,000 people on set, not including the contestants, between building sets and doing all these different things, they're like, really? It's that big of a project? I'm like, yes. There are times where I walk on set and I literally see like a small army just working on Beast Games. I mean, more than any other competition show in history, times like 5. And so like these are massive undertakings.
I was going to say, you must have more crew than contestants. Like that's,
Oh yeah, all the time. Yeah. Even in season 1, like when you include contestants in season 1, there was a point where, I mean, we had like 2,500 people on set, 1,000 contestants, 1,500 crew members. It was ridiculous. I mean, it's crazy. It's fun. I probably shouldn't say what it cost, but like every hour that went by, like if we went an hour over, it was pretty wild, because, a little bit of money times 2,500 equals a shitload of money. So but when you have that many people on set, you have to be very conscious of getting things done on time.
Right. Well, this was such a pleasure. I really appreciate talking to you, and congrats on everything. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I can't wait to see this.
Yes, take care.